Hello, hello. Happy day. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Miriam. I'm a numerologist. I'm an intuitive. I speak with angels, with your guides, with the universe, all that fun stuff. Titles, blah, blah, blah. If you're here today, you're here to hear certain words from me. So I'm gonna let it flow. Um, what I am hearing is that the person who's supposed to hear this is a planner. Like, not quite type A personality, but like almost a mix of both. You've always been the one that everybody's like, oh, you got your shit together, but really, like, it's only the stuff that they're seeing is together. But you still got it together. You're still fine. You're not, but everybody just knows that if anybody's doing life right, it's you. And it feels like a bit of a burden because you're so almost perfect to everyone. And even sometimes you'll notice that you'll do something so well one time that people then expect you to do things so well all the time. It doesn't give you room for failure. And you're allowed to fail. And it's not that you haven't failed. There's been plenty of times where like you've done something wrong and then learned from it and never did that same mistake again and all of that. But it is that same mentality where it's like, I did one mistake and I'm never going to make that same mistake again. You have so much pressure on yourself to be impeccable. And so if you're hearing this, you're being told that impeccability comes from being your truest self. Impeccableness, and it's essentially being perfect or without flaw, is specific to the person. Your impeccableness comes from what is perfect for your truest, highest self. So you'll notice that sometimes you're doing stuff that you think is going to be fun because your ego or something, like it used to be fun for you, and then you go and do it and it's just not as fun as it used to be. And that's because you're being called to actually listen to your internal being. I had written down this thing, and really, it's cut for me. It kind of came up. It's kind of seemed like lyrics, so this still might end up being lyrics in a song one day. It says here, "This may seem silly to you, but I'm a pretty funny girl. All I know is the world. All I know is changing the world is my destiny." So maybe you are somebody who's really funny. You might be the person who is always making everyone laugh, really having like a nice, even if you were always, you know what? That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing somebody who was quiet all the time, like who was popular, but like not popular. It's like this, it was three things I was saying this. So, like somebody who everybody kind of knew, but you also still kept to yourself. Like, everyone, whenever you did talk, they did listen because it was often funny or something. It was like a little quick quip. It's not like you were a loner. You still had friends, and like you still had people that you, I won't necessarily call them friends all the way, but there were a few. But perhaps like people that you conversed with regularly. But this may seem silly. This may seem silly to you, but I'm a funny girl. All I know is changing the world is my destiny. There's something in you that is drawing you to change the world in a positive way, and for people to hear you in a certain way. And so this is your sign. I mean, you don't have to be a funny girl. You could be a funny whatever. You do not have to be a girl or female presenting in any way. You just might be. But really what it comes down to is people have called you silly for dreaming the crazy dreams that you do. They have called you crazy and all these other things, but you're like, fine, I'll just be goofy and silly then. And then I'm going to go on living my life. And I'm going to make things the way that I want to make them. There's something, honestly, a little bit too, I'm kind of getting this energy of like, of a masculine person who is finally finding a way to work within their feminine energy. And again, you don't have to be a male. 525, I'm saying this, you don't have to be a male. You could be a woman who's using more yang, using more masculine energy to get stuff done, as opposed to looking inwards to the yin and understanding that there's a certain flow with things and just like letting things go. But I'm getting someone who has a lot of masculine energy, who is now learning how to embrace the femininity of creation, of intuition, of the darkness of the womb is actually something that's warm and comforting and not something terrifying. 555, as I was saying that, by the way. So, okay, that's it. That's what I got for you today. Yeah, I feel cleansed. I feel out. I'll go back and listen to this and see how it came out, or something maybe. All that being said, love, enjoy your day, enjoy your time, and in the meantime, keep a lookout for the numbers and stay synchronized.